Hi again, I'm Cheryl. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a light chicken korma. If you want to stick around and see what that turns out like, please click like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Thank you. Meal prep number 2. I've chosen the curry, a lighter chicken korma, and I've got most of the ingredients. I've got food shop coming at 1 o'clock, so at the moment I've got 400 grams of chicken and I need 600. I need some more fresh coriander, and what else haven't I got? I'm gonna wait for, I don't know, but there's going to be some things that I'm going to change anyway. It says pinch of saffron. It's not something I'd buy. And it's asking for 4 pinched off ends for whole cloves. I hate cloves and I hate coming across them in a curry, and so does Mike. Now I chose this because Mike will eat chicken korma, so it's something that we both can enjoy during the week, and that makes it easier for me because I'm not having to think about his tea and mine. Well, I don't have to think about mine, I just pull out the freezer, but then I have to think about his as well. And when I'm really busy, it's the whole point is that I'm making my life easier. I'll do the costing again. That when it's coming to making fresh herbs and fresh meals with herbs and spices, do find it a little bit difficult to price up half a teaspoon of chili powder. So just bear in mind that I won't be doing that. That, you know, you have these things on your shelves normally and you just go through them. Oh yes, that was the thing. I don't have hot chili powder, I just have normal chili powder. But what I did have on my shelf was some harissa hot chili paste, and all of that stuff that's currently behind you, you won't see it, but I did show you it earlier on my shelf, is a whole load of jars that I need to get through. There is some Bombay style spice paste on there that I might add in. Does mean that the calories are going to be a little bit different, but if you're making this and you go to, it's another Neil's Healthy Meals, again I'll put the link in, obviously just follow their recipe. I'm doing this for me to get rid of this huge amount of stuff that I've gathered, so I'll be adding different stuff in. I have a ginger paste and it asks for ginger and garlic paste, which I don't have, but I do have fresh garlic, so I'll just make my own. And cardamom pods, I quite like them in pillow rice. I'm not sure I've had them in the curry. I don't know what we're doing with them, but it says 12 cardamom pods. Do these go off? July 2019. This is why I need to clear off the stuff off my shelves, because you buy something, ooh, they don't smell off, they look fine, there's no fur growing on them, they're fine. You do buy stuff, you end up with this whole collection of things on your shelf, and they gather dust and cobwebs somewhere at the back, never to be seen again, because you make something and think, I didn't really like that and won't make that again. What do you do with all the stuff? Ground coriander, love coriander. Also some fresh coriander, got some more coming, so there's not enough there. And ground cumin, and I think that's it. The other things that are, like I say, I wouldn't buy saffron and I wouldn't buy cloves. I don't like them, I think they're vile. And I think coming across one in peeler rice when you bite into them is a bit of a shock. It does say 2 large onions, which seems a lot. These are actually extra large, so I'll probably just do 1.5 of those, or freeze the other half. Oh, and have I already said this? Fat-free yogurt, tablespoon. I didn't realise I just bought this 500 grams and you only need a tablespoon, which seems like not a lot. I wonder what my sauce is going to be made out of then. Am I doing a veggie stock again, or a chicken stock? 300, oh, a tablespoon of caster sugar, of course. A bit of sugar goes in it, corn flour goes in, it's quite a lot to this one. And just see where my main stock's coming from. Oh, bay leaf. I haven't got any. That's the end of that, and I haven't got any coming. I don't even know what bay leaves do. They sling them in everything, don't they? Why? And then it says another tablespoon of fat-free yogurt, so that might be to go on the top for serving when you've finished. Where's the stock then? Just says 300 mils of cold water. That's odd. Maybe that's why it's so low fat. It'll be 343 calories. I'll tell you the taste test when it's done. I'll let you know what it tastes like. And of course how much it costs to make without the herbs and spices. Okay, I'm gonna get all the veg prepared. My shopping comes in about an hour or two, between 1 and 2, and I'll have the rest of my chicken and coriander. This will be a separate video, otherwise you're just going to be watching me all day in the kitchen. So I'll do this on a different day, but obviously I do all my food prep once a week on a Sunday, so that I've got it for the full week. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, this is take 2, possibly 3. It's take 3. I nearly set fire to the kitchen, so I'm starting again. I got all kerflooey because I read the recipe and realised that I should have cut the chicken into chunks and marinated in the fridge, coated in the yogurt for at least 1 to 4 hours. So, didn't do that. Didn't read it, not done it, never mind. But while I was getting all kerflooey and marinating the yogurt, the oil was on and I forgot, and then suddenly we had smoke, so I had to wait for the kitchen to clear a bit. Alright, let's get to it safely without a fire. So I've marinated the chicken in yogurt for 15 minutes. It should be an hour at least. I don't know. Does it matter? Does it matter? Will it make the chicken taste more yogurty? Oh, what is wrong with me? Right. The oil is back on, so I can follow the instructions. It's not like it's that difficult. In a pestle and mortar, crush. I ain't got a pestle and mortar. Crush the cardamom pods and remove their skins, leaving the crushed seeds. Alright. Alright. I'll be back in a minute. I picked the wrong dish to do today. So I didn't even know seeds were in these pots. You see those? So I've crushed them with a knife, and I'm just getting all the seeds out. So the oil is off, while I sort myself. Get this right. Well, that's not worked. Hang on. Oh, that's not going to crush. They're rock hard. Oops. Smells lovely though. That's something. Right, so instructions. Oh, so I was to add the cumin, coriander, turmeric and chili powder and clove ends to that, to a little pot. Right, okay. I'll get all of that ready and then I'll come back to you. There's a lot of spices going into this. It's not finished, but it was a tablespoon of ground cumin, a tablespoon of ground coriander, that's gone in. I need a tablespoon of turmeric. Where's that gone? Turmeric. I did have it because I've used it. I've just used it in the last dish. What the hell is wrong with me? I must have. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Found it. I put it away. Okay, a teaspoon of ground turmeric. A half a teaspoon of hot chili powder, which I don't have hot, I only have normal. So I'll do half of that, and then half of this harissa hot chili paste. Off. It is a korma, so I suppose it shouldn't be too spicy. Clove ends I'm not using, saffron I'm not using. I think that's it actually for the herbs that you're supposed to just sort of mix together. Maybe you're not supposed to have a paste in, but it'll all get going, it'll all mix. Alright, I just made my own spice mix. I'm impressed. Ta-da! Little bit of a confession to make is that I have never made a curry from scratch. I've always used sauces, either sachets or jars. So this is probably why I'm struggling and getting a little bit fluffy with myself. But I'm going to go back to my instructions, which I think is now to put the oil on without fumes. So my garlic and onions in there, and the ginger paste is going in when I find out how much ginger paste I need. Ginger paste, 2 tablespoons. There's a huge amount of flavour going into this. Oh, this is going to make us windy. Okay, isn't it? I've ordered some tablespoons to measure properly. So tablespoons, so that's 6 teaspoons. Oh, that's very gingery. Is it really that? 2 tablespoons. Am I supposed to put that in there? Hang on. Yeah. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I suppose it's good for you. Corn flour, saffron and sugar. I'm not using saffron, so it is the corn flour and sugar, which is mixed with a little bit of water. That's in there. That was easy. And then stir for a minute. Basically just stir it around. Then add the cold water and mix. Does it mean cold water and mix the water, or does it mean adding all the herbs? When I do my food prep, I've got these containers that will separate curry and the rice, making it just that bit more easier for me. And rice does freeze really well. So I actually had to contact Neil's Healthy Meals, and ask him what, as a nutritionist, what he felt was a healthy portion of rice. And he said between 50 and 75 grams per person. This is for 4 servings, this curry. So I did weigh out a 50-gram serving, and gosh, it's not a lot at all. So I've gone more for the 75 servings. I can always reduce it as I go. Looks nice. So I've got to bring that to the boil, add the bay leaf, which I haven't got. No idea what bay leaves do. Turn the heat down, simmer 15 minutes, remove it, remove the bay leaf, and then when it's cold, I'm going to blitz it in my smoothie maker, if it will. I really am going to need to get a food processor, I think, if I'm going to start doing all these meals from scratch for myself. But that is for another day. Slight change of plan. Okay, so my smoothie maker will not cope with blending this amount of quite thickness onion mix. It's just not watery enough. So I don't mind having onions in my curry. I quite like it. When I do a curry, and I know I use a sauce or a pre-made sauce, but I always add stuff to it like mushrooms, onions, sometimes sugar snap peas and those little pieces of corn. So I don't mind. So I'm just going to go on from here because my maker, I'm just going to have to buy a food processor or a blender. So it's same tablespoon of yogurt, mix that up. I just know from when I made my soup was quite thick. I mean, it didn't coat very well, and so this definitely, it would not coat at all. So I'm going to add the chicken now. Finally, the chicken's going in. Yay! Go, go, go. Okay. Mix thoroughly into the sauce. My kitchen smells like a curry house, as you would expect. So that's now just going to cook for about 15-20 minutes, and oh my gosh, that's it. Oh, thank goodness for that. That has took some doing. How good am I? Okay. Oh no, switch this off. What is wrong with me? I didn't even know I'd switched that off. Oh my god, my rice. Oh my god. Oh, it's okay. Alright, I'm off again. In a bit. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of the day really. I'm not going to do another meal prep today. I was hoping to, but it'll just have to wait. I'm exhausted. So this is, I mean, the kitchen smells gorgeous. It smells like a curry house, like a proper curry house. So I'm just going to divide this up into the servings. I'm just going to say Neil is right about the 50 grams of rice. I've done 75 grams of rice, and there's quite a lot stuffed in there. So next time I do this, well, next time I do one of his curries, because I'm going to do a chicken and cashew nut curry that he does, and I'm going to do a vegetarian one, which is a black bean curry. But next time I do it, I will make sure that I do the 50 grams of rice. Which one's that one? So this is 4 servings. I'll do the price on it. I'll work that out and let you know what that is. I'll put it in the description along with his website to where you can get this recipe from. So these will cool off. and then go in the freezer for the week. Like I say, I would like a choice of meals. I was hoping I'd get my turkey bolognese done. That was my decision, because the butter bean would be another soup, and I've got 6 servings of the red lentil, not the red lentil, because it's not red lentil, of the lentil and sweet potato soup. I've got 6 servings of that. So I didn't want to do another load of servings of soup. So this is where I'm up to. Got my curries, got some soup, and tomorrow I'll do some turkey bolognese. I will also, at some point, I am going to tell you about these containers because they're fantastic and they do help with portion control. That's it. I'm done. If you really enjoyed this, because I made an absolute mess and a hash. I'm not a professional. I'm just cooking a meal and I'm trying to lose weight and not overeat. That's all I'm trying to do. But if you do like it, like, subscribe, and watch me make another great big mess in the kitchen later on. I'm doing my best, honest. And the lighting's really bad, I know, it's terrible. But it's time, it's Sunday, and I'm going to sit down with my gorgeous husband, my beautiful dog. I'm going to have a glass of wine, and then we're going to take her for a walk in what is absolutely freezing conditions. That's going to wake me up. But thank you anyway for watching. Love ya. See you soon. Bye.